Hey guys, it's SOWatch. I'm your girl Treasure.
It's your girl Key.
And today we're actually on vacation, but you know, the grind doesn't ever stop. We're still out here. No, I'm joking. But
we actually are out here. As you guys can tell, we're actually outside. We're not in the studio.
So today we decided that we're going to be doing like a fun kind of throwback video. Instead of rating like a new movie or a new TV show, we're actually going to be going back to the old days. Back to the originals.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be talking about our top 3 favorite romantic comedies. Yeah. So she's going to share hers. I'm going to share mine. We'll see if we're
meshing today. If we're not meshing today,
then we're just going to discuss why we like them and why you should maybe throw it back and watch them and get happy again. Because I did that the other day and best thing I ever did. So.
Yeah, no, always. And it's funny because like me and Treasure like always used to have like these little movie marathons where we would just go in my mom's room and like close the door and it'd just be us two and we'd just rewatch like 10 same movies.
We'd literally be like, hey, we have a movie day. Yeah. And we'd go to like our DVD stand and it had like 100, like more than 100 movies and we'd just go pick out like our like top 4. We just switch.
Yeah, and we just switch and just pick and watch. I feel like for me, I don't mind watching a movie, but I love going back to watch it. Even though I know it's going to happen, we just always had these inside jokes. And it's like funny because like when we go out in public, our family has these inside jokes where other people look at us like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what movie is that?
We would literally just say a quote from a movie and then we'll like look at our siblings and we'll be like, what movie is that from?
Yeah.
Or like the person will just be like, automatically just know that we're going to say that. So they'll just like start thinking about it. So let's go with your first.
Okay. So like first, like number 1 that... And it's funny because it's probably one of yours too, I'm thinking. But it was definitely... It's funny because, like, now that I watched it more recently, like, before, this would have definitely been number 1.
Yeah.
But, like, now that I watched it recently, I'm like, oh, it's still great, but it doesn't hit the same way. But I still have to give it number 1 just because of how it made me feel back then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with The Proposal. If y'all don't know who The Proposal, Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, funny. I still quote things from that, like, all the time.
Oh, same.
Like, 100... Like,
the thing is like, with The Proposal, it's like when I was thinking about doing this video and what we were going to be like talking about, I was like, when I rewatched it, I was like, like you said, it doesn't hit the same
way.
But it doesn't mean what it meant to me back then, if that makes any sense. So like had we done this maybe like 5 years ago, it would have 100% like I used to go home every single day after high school and put that movie on. I'd fall asleep, but like I'd always go and put the movie on for like the past like 6 months, like straight.
Facts.
It was one of my favorite movies, but now, no. I would say my number 1.
So it's not your favorite now, but you'd still put it in like top
maybe like
10.
Top 10. Yeah, top 10, not top 3.
Not top 3. Yeah, I think it's still like my top 3 that comes off the top of my mind that I'm going to go and put on and be like, okay, like let me have that nostalgic moment.
Yeah.
But before I would tell you it'd be like maybe 1. But now I'm thinking it's more like 3, but I have to give it 1 just because of how many years it's been in the running and that it's still that. You know what I'm trying to say? And like,
because it's been there so long, you're like, okay, you're basically 1 just because you've been there the longest, not because you hit the hardest. No. You know that they dated?
They did?
Yeah. Because he was broken up with like Scarlett.
Oh yeah, because he was married to her.
Yeah, so he broke up with her and then they were together for like a little bit. Wow. Rumored anyway. And then he did the Green Lantern and then got with Blake
and then married her and then love story, happily ever after.
Whenever there's a movie that had Ryan Reynolds in it, I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be funny because his sarcasm is just so on point.
It's insane.
So he has like great timing for a comedy.
He does. Watched Deadpool when it came out. I recently just watched Deadpool like this year, both of them, and I was like, oh shoot, like his jokes are actually crazy. And
I didn't find Deadpool funny at all. Like, I don't know if it was because like I knew to expect it from him, so like it didn't hit his heart. I don't know.
I get your
and I felt like he wasn't being sarcastic in the movie, if that makes sense. Like what he's known for his sarcasm, like he wasn't really doing that in Deadpool. It was more so like I don't know. It just felt different. So I wasn't with Deadpool.
I'm fair with you. Fair for you.
Okay, so my number 1 is Sleeping with Other People. It has Jason Sudeikis in it. I think I said that right. And Alison Brie. I love Alison Brie. Like hands.
So what other movie is Alison Brie? Because I actually have not seen this movie.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. Yeah. Alison Brie is in How to Be Single. She's married to Dave Franco.
Oh, that girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, she was in
some... Get Hard.
Yes.
The,
Okay.
The white.
Gotcha. Because she was in this one movie me and Mom were watching.
Yeah, that her and her husband directed.
They directed.
Yeah,
yes, that movie. Okay, got you. Okay,
that's her. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
She's a good actress, and obviously Jason.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He's in a lot of stuff.
So,
and he's like producer now, because apparently now he's like Oscar-winning, Emmy-winning like producer now for that show. Ted Lasso apparently is like super good. Like now he's produced. So like I guess that's the thing now. Like you be in a lot of movies and then you start producing. I guess you get more money. You don't have to worry about running lines anymore, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Okay. That's bad.
Or if you do both, like if you produce something and then you know, that's good too.
Yeah, that is good too. Yeah, no, that's not bad. Okay, I'll have to probably check that out and see if, like where you're kind of hitting with that one. Okay, so if I'm gonna go number 2, I think this is gonna be on your list.
You're so annoying.
I think it's gonna be on your list. I'm definitely hands down Friends with Benefits. Justin Timberlake, Mila Kunis.
Picking all the movies that the whole grab thing, like a whole movie days. You're picking all the movies from that.
I'm picking because
that was definitely one of them. I'm surprised you're not gonna say like Perks of a Wallflower.
Oh, but that's not a comedy. That's the only thing. That was not a comedy. But I love Perks of a Wallflower. If y'all don't know, Emma Watson, Logan Lerman, love. And the funny thing about that is, when I watched that movie, because I watched the movie by myself, and I was like, oh, Treasure's gonna love this movie. I showed it to her once. Done.
Yeah, we would watch it probably like every couple weeks after that.
Yeah, it was like done. And then we watched it recently, and I was like, oh, there's so many things I didn't pick up on.
That's another reason why we decided to do like the whole throwback thing, because it's like when you watch things when you're younger, even if you liked it, whether you didn't like it, and you go back now, when things say that they're PG, like it's because there's like things that as a kid you're not going to get, but when you get older you understand,
right?
And it changes the whole movie for you. And Perks of a Wallflower, like every single time I watch it I learn something different. I swear that movie had like so much different like things that you didn't catch for like their script was like read between the lines 4,000 basically.
100%. But not a rom-com, but great movie on top of that. But Friends with Benefits 100. And I think I watched this again by myself. I think I watched it before you, and then I said, oh, you gotta watch this to see, because I was like, okay, I like their chemistry again, love their chemistry, which is why it's my favorite. They did a great job with their chemistry on that. And then we watched it together, and then hands down it's been in the running. We recently actually just watched that movie within the last like 2 weeks or so. You had it on, and I was like, okay, I had to come and sit down.
But I always like in my repertoire of movies that I rewatch like constantly when I go to like rom-coms, like that's definitely always one of them. It's always in the running.
Like no lie, like I was so busy doing everything and I was just on my feet, and then I saw that she was watching. I sat down and was like,
she was like, I'm so busy. She's like busy doing things. She's like, wait, go. What are you watching? And I was like, Friends with Benefits. And she's like, she didn't even say anything.
Like, when you're like the little kid and you cross your legs and you're like,
she just sat down
watching, and then you're like, like I haven't seen this like watch movie 100 times. Like I'm pretty sure me and her can act out the whole entire thing and know everybody's lines on that.
Basically, my second.
You're emotionally damaged?
I'm emotionally unavailable.
I haven't seen you at the meetings. If y'all haven't watched it, you'll know.
I'd say my second is okay. I don't know if this is a true second. However, Netflix just added Going the Distance with Drew Barrymore and Justin Long. We used to watch, again, that was in our repertoire. We used to watch it all the time. Watched it on Netflix recently, and I literally, ever since it came on Netflix, I watched it like every other day since. Like, it's amazing. It's funny, it literally is so good. Like, it's so good.
If it hadn't come back on Netflix, I probably would have known that I loved it, but I would have forgotten it, but it was perfect for this video.
See, I had the DVD in my room. But the DVD is, like, scratched and stuff, so I never played it. But when Netflix was like, oh, new to the playlist, I was like,
still laughing at the part, because I haven't seen it so long. It's like...
Yeah.
I'm like, that was hilarious. I was crying. It was...
Don't engage in conversation.
Don't engage. I didn't want to be rude. Second one.
And so your third and final.
Think Like a Man. I watched that over and over. But it's different though. So love Think Like a Man, there's like jokes in it, but it's not the same type of jokes like what I'm watching in like Friends with Benefits or like a Going the Distance. Like it's not one where me and you are gonna be like make jokes like how we just said like get upstairs, oh my god, emotional trauma, like that, like how we just did a little role play thing. It doesn't have any of those in it, but it's such a good movie, and it's just funny in the sense of some of the things that happen in it, but it's not like like laugh out loud.
It's more like you're gonna smile because you appreciate the endearment of it, but it's not like, oh, you're gonna like die.
But I realized the first time I ever watched that movie, it was like, like laugh out loud type of
the movie is definitely like, I would say it's good. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen it. Again, it's like a remix, like remind you guys.
So haven't seen Think Like a Man. We got everybody in there. So we got Regina Hall, Kevin Hart, Michael Ealy in that. Chris Brown even makes an appearance
Charles
in
that.
Charles P. Henson. Gabrielle Union in there. What's his name? Jerry Ferrera or whatever his name is. Yeah.
And Megan Good is in it.
Yep, Megan Good. Yeah.
Okay, so for my third, I honestly feel like I don't really have one.
Okay.
And if I was to go for like a romantic comedy, like, here's the thing. So I'm kind of like tossed because I'm like, should I say a cartoon? But should we just do our own like cartoon version later of this video?
No, I'm like, go cartoon.
Do a cartoon video?
Add it in. If it's up there, it's up there. I'm interested to see what cartoon are you talking about.
Shrek.
Okay, yeah. Shrek hits.
Shrek literally.
That's probably the only funny
hits
comedy
and smashes.
Yeah.
Shrek Show's funny too.
Oh gosh, here she goes with that.
I love Shrek Show. I love Shrek Show.
Oh, you think that you slayed the shark? Oh god, I can't. I
love Shark Tale.
She always watches it, and I'm just like, I don't get it.
Again, guys,
I
literally watch Shark Tale probably. It's definitely at least twice a month.
Oh my gosh, guys!
And Shrek, like I watch Shrek all the time.
Literally, she watches all the time, and all I can think is, "Who slayed the shark?" And that's all I say about that movie, and I leave.
I don't know
how she likes
Shrek.
it so much.
Shrek is so good. Honestly, I liked it as a kid. Watching it as an adult.
It's definitely
so much
a kid movie though.
So
like it's
better.
definitely like you got to be like 13 to watch. Like you should not be like 8 years old watching Shrek.
No,
no
of course not. Like, but at the same time, like you could be because you're gonna miss all those underlying comedy.
But they actually said some swear words in there. No, like they not bad swear words, like just ASR.
But that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's like
it wasn't that bad. But yeah. So good.
Shrek was actually pretty good. I remember we were watching it recently, actually. Yeah. I think
I
like Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1, though.
I thought so, but then I tried to watch Shrek 2, and here's the thing. I think I've explained this to you on the channel, is that if the bad part is really bad, and I don't like what happens to the character, and it makes the character really, really sad, I can't continue to watch that.
Okay.
So whenever in Shrek 2, when she thinks Charming is him as like a person, and he's like sad, and he like basically gives up, and then he has to be talked into going back again. Like I don't like that because that makes him like really, really sad. So like I don't like to watch like their downfalls being so down. If that makes sense.
Right. I got you.
So yeah, that's why I can rewatch like because even like if you think about it, like even in Shrek 1, like what is the downfall? Like they break up for like 2 minutes because he goes to get her, and then he's like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna go get her back.
Right. Yeah.
So even that's like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Versus like when she thinks that it's thing, and that's like a long time. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's okay. No, Shrek's nice. So I guess we got our top 3 in there.
Yeah. Right. So I would say my top that I would recommend to you guys is definitely Sleeping with Other People, because it's my favorite because the script in that is like honestly like amazing. I went to school for screenwriting and narrative design. That's why I'm able to make this podcast. No, I'm joking. The script is so good. Like, it just hits you with, like, realism, and you're like, oh, shoot. Like, kind of makes you, like, think and take a step back. So that's why my top is my top. And it's been my top for a long time. Like, even if I don't watch it that often, but it's still my favorite movie.
That's actually crazy you say that, because you've never actually ever told me that, and I've never watched it. So why did you never ever share this movie with me? That's selfish. Selfish.
I don't know if you would appreciate it, the script of it.
Wow. Okay, y'all.
It's a good movie, even if you don't appreciate the script. Like, the script is fine, but like, and it's still like a good movie and everything like that. But it's one of those movies where you can't be distracted to understand like why it's so impactful to me, if that makes sense. Like, you have to like pay full attention. And like I would like want you to like I would have it on like 100 volume so you like hear what they're saying.
Every single thing that they're saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, y'all, because did I not just say in this video that I watched Friends with Benefits first, and then I went and got her? I was like, you have to watch this with me. She has this movie and she didn't even tell me.
Okay, whatever.
Selfish. Going the Distance too, I watched it first.
No, you did not. Mom showed us it, and then we all watched it together. Yes, we did.
Fine. We're not gonna argue on camera.
Fine. Me and you after.
After. I'm just joking. We're just joking, y'all. We're loving sisters. But yeah, no. So I think I'm gonna definitely have to actually watch that.
Yeah, and then in the next video of a remix, whatever, I'll tell you guys her results, and she'll tell you like whether she likes it or not. Yeah. I know that I'm crazy because I'm actually known on this channel for being like the hardest critique. So I guess we'll see.
Yes, she's known for being like a really hard critique when it comes down to it. It makes me think that I'm like super easy to please, but I'm like, it's really not. I think it's just the stuff we're watching just happens to just resonate with me, I guess, and this. But I feel like it's like now, like, you actually have to have a good script, have characters have to have good chemistry, else people are just not gonna like your stuff in general. Yeah. So I think people have actually stepped up their game now because people are more like what do you call it? How do I say? I guess more advised to watch these things and like are more hard critics, right? Because then I guess like now because you have things like Rotten Tomatoes and all these things like that, like people rating your things wrong, and you have all these like social media that will be like, oh, don't watch this movie, don't watch that movie, like people are trying to say.
Yeah, like
so like back then social media wasn't
cancel
out there.
Like a bunch of things. Yeah.
So that's what I'm like.
I think. Even for me, like, I always go back to the old stuff because those are the ones that I'm, like, more genuine. Like, I feel like those are, like, those movies are the ones that, like, really wanted to, like, teach your message and made sure they got the message across genuinely. Versus now, like, it's just all about money and having, like, selling, like, a quick buck. So, like, they don't even really care about like, they don't care about anything and making it genuine or anything like that. It's, like, ingenuity. I hate that. So, I don't even go to the movies. Like, I saw Barbie. That's a whole other video, girl.
And Little Mermaid.
That's a whole other video, and I'm like, honestly, I don't think I'm going to movies for like a long time.
She's been
like,
boycotting it for a minute.
I think I'm literally done with the movies. Like, nope.
But honestly, just to say one quick note on that, when you say about the movies and stuff, like, yeah, it's really become pretty saturated with some of the things. Like, some things they just drag out too much. Like, I can't believe that they're making another Mission Impossible. Like, that's been going on forever. And not gonna lie, John Wick is a good. John Wick, the movie with Tom Cruise?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even.
Well, I never watched any of them. I didn't watch any of them, but they're going on with another one. Even like I was just about to say, another John Wick movie. John Wick is a great movie. Like the movies are all great, but I'm like, hey, do you have to make another one? And I'm like, hey, they just keep making more movies over and over. And I'm like, hey, you don't need to make the story like anymore. Like it's done. Like it's played out. So let us know in the comments, y'all.
Your top favorite rom-com.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to know, and I will definitely watch it. And let us know if you agree with, like, if our movies, are they in your top 10, top 3?
Have you even watched any of these movies that we're going to go watch it?
Are you grateful to us for even filming this video? Because we remind you of them, you need to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we actually have some really nice little spicy surprises for our future videos. We're not going to tell you guys now because y'all are going to have to watch.
You have to just wait and see.
That's right.
And be patient little babies. Anyways.
Her accent, though. Alright, let's not start the accent thing, but let's go.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Treasure out.
Key out.